Ladies and gentlemen, happy 19th Charter Anniversary. Paghandura. To me, paghandura means pagbalik tanaw sa kagahapon. Memories and happenings years ago. The situation of this place before it became a city. Bayawan is a bountiful place. It has an area of 69,730 hectares of rich and fertile agricultural land. It is the largest city in terms of area in the whole region 7. Bayawan owns a sea considered as a fishing ground in the province of Negros Oriental. In addition, it has a good weather condition compared to other areas in the Philippines. That is why in the early 1960s, farmers and fishermen thrived fairly well here in beautiful place of Bayawan. Bayawan, having an agricultural area, benefited most among the towns of the 3rd district of Negros Oriental, when the Sugar Central in Santa Catalina, Negros Oriental, initiated by the late Congressman Herminio Teves, started its operation in 1970. Large agricultural area of Bayawan was converted to sugarcane plantation. It improved the economic condition of the place and improved the way of life of Bayawan. Usa ako kalumad nga Bayawan. Natao sa lungsod sa Bayawan, 7 na kadekada aming labay. I completed my elementary and secondary education in St. Augustine Academy here in Bayawan. I have been serving the people of Bayawan as civil engineer for many years before I became an elected public servant for 30 years. In 1992 national election, this representation ran for mayor for the municipality of Bayawan. My running mate to run for vice mayor was the late Herman Saranya Jr. Luckily, our tandem won the election. At that time, before the election, Bayawan was ranked a 5th class municipality. At the end of our first term, 1992 to 1995, Bayawan improved to 3rd class town. We were elected in the election of 1995. After the end of our second term, 1995 to 1998, Bayawan improved to 1st class municipality. In 1998 election, our tandem won again for our last term as municipal officials. And on December 23, 2000, through the help of the late Congressman Herminio Teves, Bayawan was converted into a component city of the province of Negros Oriental. Bayawanons, you should know that before the conversion to cityhood, Bayawan has an annual era amounting to 61 million plus as a first-class municipality. Upon conversion to cityhood, the first era received as a city was 116 million plus, or almost 280% increase, and continue to increase annually. This year, the era of Bayawan is 1 billion plus. I personally believe that the real development of Bayawan City starts upon its conversion to cityhood. A week after the conversion to cityhood, a couple from Dumaguete City, Mr. and Mrs. Raul Infante, came to my office and offered to sell to LGU Bayawan City a titled 50 hectares of agricultural land in Sitio Capgabon, Barangay Banga, Bayawan City. The owner of the land was Rodrigo Arnaz et al. I immediately called for a meeting with the late Vice Mayor Herman Saranya Jr. and the members of the City Council. I told the group we will visit the area offered for sale. We will see if the area is good for future Bayawan City development. If we can agree with the price, we will verify from DILG, COA, and other higher authorities if our action to buy is legal. If we can agree with the price, if our action is legal, I believe Bayawan City can afford to buy the land the moment we will receive the first era as a city. After several meetings with the city officials and the lot owners, eventually the area was bought legally by Bayawan City from the lot owner, Rodrigo Arnaz et al., the 50 hectares titled lot at the cost of 6 million plus on January 2002. Bayawanons, I am referring to the present government's, the area I am referring is the present government center we have now in Sitio Capgabon, Barangay Banga, Bayawan City, where the LGU Bayawan City structures such as the City Hall, the Legislative Building, the City Jail, the Regional Trial Court, the Science High School, and other buildings are located. I just realized perhaps we were the first LGU in the province of Negros Oriental to experience land banking system. Bayawan is a really blessed place, much more with the present leadership of our dynamic city mayor, the Honorable Pride Henry Teves, with the cooperation and support of the members of the City Council, headed by Vice Mayor Pimpo Martinez. Bayawanons will continue to reap the benefits of good governance and sustainable development. As our leaders, the officials, and the community will continue to push the culture of anihan and bayanihan in Bayawan City. God bless everyone. Thank you and Merry Christmas to all.
When I came into Bayawan 3 years ago, the vision was, not my vision, but the vision of your leaders was to make Bayawan the economic hub of the South, wherein all regulatory agencies and all trade shall be centered on Bayawan, and to make sure that all the economic development opportunities shall be felt up to the grassroots level, wherein economic incomes of each and every one shall increase and no one gets left behind. I say the vision for our leaders because it was not just my vision, but the vision created by an executive legislative agenda composed of your elected officials, your barangay captains, your civil service organizations, and our legislators. It was a shared vision, hence, at that time, I demanded a commitment from all sectors. While I started with only 10% support from our government officials, I am happy and very overwhelmed that now everybody shares the same vision that we committed 3 years ago. With what I see now, it makes me happy, elated. It makes me fulfilled that the things I saw in my dreams finally is coming to reality. And with all the support of the civil society organizations, education sector, farming sector, and what have you, I will never see it fail. As your city mayor, together with my Bayawan core team and our legislators, I so do commit to do everything within our power to sustain this growth that we are experiencing now, to make sure that Bayawan will remain as beautiful, as economically and environmentally balanced, and we can hand it down to the next generation and make sure that it is as livable or even more livable than it is today. That is our commitment from your Bayawan team. Ibayaw ang Bayawan.
Our organization recognizes the importance of having a united public, civil society, and business sector. I, Jigger Zamora, and in behalf of Felipe Borreros Jr., our President of Bayawan City Chamber of Commerce and Industry, hereby pledge that we will continue to closely collaborate with local government to ensure that business and investments thrive in a healthy and dynamic manner, especially for the locals. We support you and magbayawanihan kami sa pag-amuma sa Bayawan.
I'm Rogelio Dael, representing the Bayawan City People's Council, or BCPC. The Bayawan City People's Council is a conglomeration of various civic organizations and business entities in Bayawan City as well as the Academy. Guided by the vision, mission, and core values of the organization, we pledge to support and collaborate in all programs, projects, and initiatives that promote the welfare and well-being of every Bayawanon. We also pledge ourselves to closely work hand in hand with LGU and other government agencies to ensure that transparency and integrity is continuously exercised in all our dealings. We further pledge to continue working with other stakeholders towards our end goal of achieving improved quality of life for every Bayawanon. This is our pledge of commitment. Magbayanihan kami sa pag-amuma sa Bayawan.
The City Agriculture and Fishery Council is one of the active partners of LGU Bayawan and the only council in Negros Oriental which actively participates in provincial, regional, and national activities. It serves as an advisory body of the city agriculture. We deeply committed in doing our tasks and functions as your partner. As mandated by law, all projects of the city agriculture should have a CAFC endorsement. In behalf of CAFC, I, Preciosa Maturan, presently the chairperson, express our support to the vision and mission of Bayawan City. Magbayanihan kami sa pag-amuma sa Bayawan.
I am Gabriel Espinosa, Presidente sa Cambulo Fishermen's Multipurpose Association, o Presidente usab sa City Fisheries and Aquatic Resources Management Council. Ang CFAMC, usa sa mga aktibong konsiho sa atong dakbayan, mapadayong nagmugna og mga proyekto para sa ikalambo sa atong mga mananagat. Gani, second place award winner ang CFAMC sa Tibok Pilipinas. Ang CFAMC uban sa ato ang NGO, magbayanihan kami sa pag-amuma sa Bayawan.
I am Maria Christine Hirian, President of Bayawan Ibayaw JCs, a civic organization that has been the LGU's constant partner in various initiatives and events. As a group of young professional leaders working in the government and the private sector, we have our own spheres of influence. We commit to use this influence to uphold our beloved city on its journey towards its vision. Magbayanihan kami sa pag-amuma sa Bayawan.
I, Pastor Eduardo Cagampang Jr., the President and do represent the Bayawan City Chaplaincy and Faith Community Federation Incorporated. The Faith Community is an organization composed of leaders from various religious groups and organizations throughout the entire 20th barangay of Bayawan City, with the sole aim of aiding the city in whatever way we can to propel values of mission recovery building, moral recovery, community development, and total human development in general. We pledge to continue to pray, serve voluntarily, and work hand in hand with the aid of the Almighty God and the Holy Scriptures as our guiding light for Bayawan City. May God bless the local government of Bayawan, headed by our Mayor, Honorable Henry Pry Teves. God bless Bayawan, and God bless us all.
As President of the Rotary Club of Toulon, I, Peter Saunders, commit that our organisation will continue to work in close collaboration with the local government unit, Iowa. We will continue to work on initiatives, many of which we've already started, that will benefit Bayawanians. We'll support the city in its projects and programs for the benefit of its constituents in the spirit of truth and goodwill.
I am Lilani T. Cabrera, the newly appointed Schools Division Superintendent of the Department of Education, Bayawan Division. I recognize the crucial role I perform in leading the development of our young Bayawans' hearts and minds. I realized that Bayawan is a community that continually strives for excellence in all things, and a city that takes the lead in our nation's quest for change. As a leader in the education sector, I am one with Bayawan and do hereby commit. Magbayanihan kami sa pag-amuma sa Bayawan.
I, Eduardo Vasquez, commit to continuously uphold the vision, mission, core values, and quality education given to Bayawan students. We support the city in its program, projects, and activities related to molding the youth according to the core values o Bayawan. Magbayawanihan kita sa pag-amuma.
Southern Tech College Foundation Incorporated has been in Bayawan for almost 11 years. Inspired by its vision, with our 3 pillars, knowledge, mastery, and integrity, through the years, we have tremendously grown as an institution within Bayawan's nurturing environment. I, Alma T. Vecinal, the school administrator, commit to continue to uphold the educational standard befitting Bayawan students. We support the city in its projects and programs related to training young minds according to the core values of Bayawan. Magbayawanihan kami sa pag-amuma sa Bayawan.
Bayawan City has always been a safe haven for the youth. With the various programs in education, sports, values formation, as well as culture and arts development, we are given an opportunity to develop and showcase our talents and skills, and given a fighting chance to succeed in life's challenges. As President of the Character First Youth, I, Cyrus Alcala, stand before you tonight with utmost gratitude. With this gratitude, I am presented with a challenge to uphold the values and skills that have been imparted to me and use this for the good of our city. The young people of this city commit this tonight. Magbayanihan kami sa pag-amuma sa Bayawan. I would like to request all community leaders to say together, magbayawanihan kami sa pag-amuma sa Bayawan.
The commemoration of our cityhood is always a cause for celebration. It is an acknowledgement of our greater social, political, educational, and economic significance. It is the collective sum of generations of hard work that transformed our once modest community of farmers and fishermen into a vibrant and dynamic city that it is today. May this achievement encourage us to work even harder to make Bayawan a global active city in the future.
To my friends and all the filmmakers and filmmaking groups na sumali sa Ibayaw Film Festival sa Bayawan, congratulations sa inyong lahat. Napanood ko mga pelikula ninyo. Ang gaganda, marami ding nangangailangan din ng konti pang improvements. Pero in general, I'm very pleased and I'm very happy na gumagawa kayo ng mga kwentong lokal galing Bayawan. Natutuwa din ako na nagagamit ang napakagandang mga tanawin at ang mga lugar dito sa Bayawan, and I'm very happy to see you act, you make your films, you create stories that are very, very local. So congratulations sa inyong lahat. Congratulations kay Miss Arel, kay Sir Jojo, Aldrin, and the whole team ng Bayawan Tourism, sa inyong mayor at sa lahat ng mga councilors and sa lahat ng mga taga-Bayawan na sa tingin ko ang pinaka-importanting factor sa film festival ay yung mga taong nanonood. So maraming salamat, congratulations, mabuhay kayo. Sana magpatuloy pa ang inyong film festival.
So in behalf of the people of Mabinay, we would like to extend our congratulations to Bayawan City. Especially, nabot na sila og 19 years no, as a city sa Bayawan. Considering those 19 years, no, substantially we have you change Bayawan, you transform the place, and not only the place but also the lives. No? So continue the good cooperation that you have started in Bayawan City. So happy Charter Day, congratulations.
City government of Batak has spent a lot for us just so we could visit your place, but we could proudly say that our visit is worth the amount spent by the city government to us. So I think all the best practices the city government has shared to us is worth emulating. So our city is still an infant city, by the way. So all the practices we have learned, all the practices that we have observed, all the best practices that we have seen, we will inform this, we will bring this to our city officials, especially our city mayor, so that we could include some of the best practices in our plan for his inclusion in the next budget years to come, so that we could also reach the status of Bayawan City. And I would not regret to come here because it's really a very nice place, a very peaceful place to live in. And there are really technologies, knowledges, and new informations which we could introduce to our local government unit of Batak.
Dili man po ko so many often times ni as Bayawan, di ba? Maybe siguro in 1 year's time, may ganing na ikatuloy ka upat, no? Kaya karon, pagbalik na ako, na-miss ko kayo sa developments of Bayawan. Sa inyong road network, baling pag-usog. No? And of course, the business enterprise that is growing is marabag remarkable. Patsada dyo kayo. Then of course, I attribute this to the leadership of no less than inyong mayor, no? Si Henry Pride, the pride of Bayawan. So nakita na to nga, once you have a good leader, the rest will follow. And of course, I know he cannot do this alone without the support of the Bayawanons also. So nakita na to nga, not only is the leadership nga naningkamot siya mga ideas, o dili, the whole community is also supporting, no, sa mga program and projects of your mayor. So automatically, everything will have to grow. Everything will have to develop. No, by itself. Karon nakita na to nga, you have a very beautiful Bayawan. Let's put it this way. Give Bayawan another, let's say, 10 years. this is going to be beautiful. That's why people that come to Bayawan, the first thing that they will have in their minds is that I am going to invest here, no, because the future is here, something like that. So wapo kaya. Bayawan is really booming in a sense that the mayor is very dynamic, and also the support of the constituents with the plans and projects of the mayor is there, so you can never go wrong. So nakita man, as always been said, the proof of the pudding is in the making. It is made, nakita na, no? There's nothing to prove anymore because it is there, it is seen. Dili kay promises, dili kay musulti, ako ning buhaton, wala, nabuhat na. It's on its final stage actually, di ba? The hospital maybe will be open in a couple of months from now, di ba? Kita mo sa bagong construction sa inyong super mall, katong Pure Gold Mall, that is going to be in the center of the whole of Bayawan, so people will be practically benefited. So di sa magkaliso sa mga services nga ilang ikinahanglan ko sa mall for that matter. So it's complete, di ba? Peace and order, you have very peaceful community. No, wala kayong mga untoward incidents na hitabo sa Bayawan. So all the elements for progress is now available in your city, the city of Bayawan. So nakita na to karon nga I think better said, let us congratulate the mayor and of course iyahang mga kauban sa buhat, the vice mayor, the councilors, and also the community itself, and also the government officials. Prayan ninyo, no? Inspired mo kayo, no? I'm sure sa ako nakita ganiya when I visited City Hall, the whole employees were really inspired. They're trying to do their best to help one another and to help the community. So it's a concerted effort by everyone to make a better Bayawan. So again, congratulations in you tonight, no? The willingness of all local government units. If I'm a local government official, abutang na to, if I were a mayor, I'll come here and study what I can copy, the best practices that you have in Bayawan, and what I can apply. Sa ako ang city or municipality, I would do so. Because this is a showcase. This is now our showcase here in Negros Oriental, Bayawan, in some aspects, di ba? So why not follow it?
Simbolo ka sa kakugi, sa mga mag-uumadinhi. Hinatag ka sa kahitasan, sa among dakbayan, sa Bayawan. Taw-taw sa Bayawan, taw-taw sa Bayawan. Sa mga nanlabay katuigan, ikaw galantaw sa among umahan. Panginabuhi ikaw ang kauban, kuyog ka sa kalambuang natagang taman. Taw-taw sa Bayawan, taw-taw, taw-taw sa among kaumahan. Higala sa mag-uuma sa Bayawan, taw-taw sa among kaumahan. Kauban ka sa kauswagan, ang mabulokon mong dagway, ginama sa kahoy ug uhay. Sa hangin gakapay-kapay, gabugaw sa mga mayang ang kasayaw sa kalipay. Gatuhak sa bulawanong lugar sa humay. Taw-taw sa Bayawan, taw-taw sa Bayawan, taw-taw sa Bayawan, taw-taw. Sa bisan unsang panahon, ting ulan ting init ikaw nagmalikon. Ang imong pagbantay gipadayon, kaumahan kauban sa bayawan, kanunay mabungahon. Taw-taw sa bayawan, taw-taw. Taw-taw sa among kaumahan, higala sa mag-uuma sa bayawan. Taw-taw sa among kaumahan, kauban ka sa kauswagan. Ang mabulokon mong dagway, ginama sa kahoy ug uhay. Sa hangin gakapay-kapay, gabugaw sa mga mayang nagasayaw sa kalipay. Gatuhak sa bulawan, lugar sa kumay. Taw-taw sa bayawan, taw-taw sa bayawan, taw-taw sa bayawan, taw-taw. Sa kahitasan kami mapasalamaton, sa paghatag kanimo kanamo karon. Adinahan man o kabusman, wa na'y lain pang higala sa tanan. Taw-taw sa bayawan, taw-taw sa bayawan, taw-taw sa bayawan, taw-taw. Taw-taw sa among kaumahan, higala sa mag-uuma sa bayawan. Taw-taw sa among kaumahan, kauban ka sa kauswagan. Ang mabulokon mong dagway, ginama sa kahoy ug uhay. Sa hangin gakapay-kapay, gabugaw sa mga mayang nagasayaw sa kalipay. Katuhak sa bulawan, lugar sa kumay.